playoffs. They are here. They're finally here. I've been waiting. I have been waiting for my chance in the playoffs. Ever since I lost to Riz in the playoffs last season, I have been waiting to get another shot, to get another chance in the playoffs. Here we are again in Season 2. We have our shot, we have our chance, we have the opportunity in the playoffs. Now, first round, we will be going up against Tom. But I will have to beat Tom if I want to do what I thought I could do last season. I almost did last season. I was close, but I wasn't quite there. And that is to win Pokeball. I want to do that this season. I know I can. I'm close. I just need to win 3 games. 3 games is all it takes. Might seem like a lot, might seem like a little, but 1, 2, 3, 3 games. 3, not 6, 3. Okay. If you want to look at it like this, we had 3 separate 2-game win streaks. Weeks 2 through 4, weeks 6 through 8, and then weeks 9 through 11. We just got to have 1 more 3-game win streak. 3. Now, we can't win them all this week, but I can win 1 this week, 1 next week, and then win Pokeball the following week. That sounds like one hell of a plan to me. That starts with Tom. You gotta beat Tom this week. Tom's a real old man. You gotta beat him. Him and his grit ass. You gotta beat him. We can do that. Starts with him. If I lose to him, then my chance to Pokeball, that's over. It's done. Oh, I can't win. I'll go home and cry. All those dreams, all those hopes, they're gone. They're done. But if I beat Tom, I can do on the next week. Plus someone. I don't know who. I don't care who. I can beat them. I know I can beat anyone in this league. I gotta just do it. I gotta, just try it, man. Do it. Gotta believe, man. Put everything out there on the table. Alright? Balls out, man. Gotta try your hardest. I'm not giving up until I see I have either won or lost. I will be trying my hardest until the very end of the battle. I know I can. And I will win the Pokeball. I just gotta 3 games. 3 games, all it takes. Gotta believe, man. Just do it, man. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. 3 games. 3. Tom, the Rizzle, the man, the beast. You will be the first victim. Hopefully, the first of 3. So Braviaries, let's go out there and let's soar into battle!
Round 1 of the playoffs. We are here. You see this nice team preview screen here. You see my team, you see Tom's team. Now, if you do want to see a more in-depth analysis of my team, click the team builder in the description down below. A link to that will be there. So, yeah, you see my team. I have the Clefable, Mega Glade, Jellicent, Salamence, Sandslash, and Thundurus T. While Tom does have the superior Conkeldurr, Quillfish, Mega Gyarados, Mesprit, and Jolteon. I didn't completely expect him to bring that Quillfish or the superior. I expected the Slowking to be on there. The last slot I wasn't really too sure. Maybe be superior or like Crocodile or like Dragonite or something. I wasn't really too sure what he would bring in that last slot, but he has those 6. So pretty much the plan with this team is to weaken his team down with Stealth Rocks from Clefable, and it's like Toxic from Mega Glade. This Mega Glade actually is Spadef to take on the Jolteon mainly and some other things. But the main plan is just weaken his things down. To hopefully bring in Salamence where I could kill something off that's already low, get a Moxie boost, and then potentially sweep from that point on, because Salamence does a lot of work to his team. He's no Fairy type or no Steel type, so Dragon is neutral to everything on his team, except for Dragonite, which is super effective against. But yes, Salamence is a win condition in this game, so I am trying. So pretty much my mindset in this game is try to weaken that thing down, so I could hopefully bring in Salamence later and kill it from that point on. So I'm just gonna, I'm getting battle here. I will pause kind of a lot. Also, one thing, we did have a lot of disconnections, so there were some weird plays. I will go over them when they happen. So I decided to leave with Clefable because I just want to get up my rocks. I thought he might want to leave with Jolteon and go for Volt Switch here. I kind of wanted to leave with Mega Glade, but I was like, you know what, I want to get at rocks and weaken down his team. So I thought this thing would be Scarfed out to be my potentially Scarf Salamence. So he goes for Volt Switch here. Alright, so you will see no Life Orb damage, and that's not enough to be Spec, so I'm thinking, oh, it could be Scarfed. I'm thinking that. So he goes into Quillfish here, as I just said at my rocks. He's nothing on his team to get rid of him. Only thing on his roster he has to get rid of him is the Dragonite with Defog, which, even then, it's kind of weird to have Defog on Dragonite. It's not really a thing people do, but whatever. So, I go into my Jelson here, because this thing can just counter Quillfish. I know it's made to deal with Quillfish. I can hit R with Psychic. He can set up hazards here. That's not good. He goes for Taunt. I'm expecting maybe a probably Willow or something along the lines of that. So I just go for Psychic here. So it does do a lot. And at first I thought, oh, that was damage roll. I think it had about a 50% chance or so to kill if he was max HP. Then I see the Focus Sash, and then he goes for Destiny Bond, and he. You'll see in a second. I go for Hex because I thought if I want to switch into like Mesper or anything. So he knocks me out because Destiny Bond. So I'll also die. Now I meant to look at like all the Pokemon on his team. I meant to look at all their moves and to see if they got anything too weird. That way I wouldn't be shocked if I saw anything in the battle like that. But I didn't have enough time to go over every Pokemon. I went over like the first 5. I thought I would bring Mega Gyarados, Slowking, Jolteon, Conkeldurr, and Mesprit. Went over those 5. I didn't have enough time to do any more Pokemon. Sorry, I didn't know Quillfish got Destiny Bond until this, but I found out the hard way, I guess. If I went for Will-O-Wisp, which I couldn't even have done that because I was taunted. Never mind. But, I don't know. I mean, the Hexing Air is my best play, though. It was. So now he's got the spikes up. I would like to get them gone as soon as I can, but I don't want to bring in Sandslash here. I want to bring in Mink the lead so that I can get my Mega off. That's what I was saying there. I don't know why I paused. Lol. But I want to be able to get my Mega off, and I have a decent matchup against anything on his team. So he brings in this Conkeldurr. Now, Conkeldurr usually carries Guts, but I know Tom, he hasn't really bought Guts too much, but like Sheer Force, I think. So going for Toxic Air was a pretty risky play, but I don't think he's staying anyways. I didn't think he had Guts either. So going for Toxic on a potentially Guts Conkeldurr was a risky play, but I did do it because I thought he'd either switch into Mesprit or that Gyarados to get the Intimidate off. But he goes into this thing, so I'm thinking, okay. Now I know I can't beat this thing 1-on-1 because it could have like Psychic, or probably will have like Psychic and or like Ice Beam or something like that. And I do have Wish, so I can stall this thing out. But it's probably going to set Rocks here. So I want to go into Sandslash here. I know it can live 1 Ice Beam, so I can live an Ice Beam next turn and Rapid Spin. Now, if he wants to just go for Ice Beam here and then kill me with another one next turn, it means he doesn't have his Rocks up, so I'm okay with that. So he does just go for Stealth Rocks here as I do switch it. So I know he could Ice Beam here, but I know I can live 1, so I can get off a pretty safe Rapid Spin here. So he does just switch out into his Gyarados, knowing he has the momentum now, because he can bring in Gyarados for free, because Rapid Spin's not doing much, but he does take Stealth Rocks damage. That is a nice 25%. So I do actually have the Pastro Berry to take a water hit, and I do have the counter, so I could potentially do it here. So I do Rapid Spin, get rid of hazards, the spikes, and the Stealth Rocks. So here I'm gonna pause. So okay, if I were Tom, I thought I would be thinking, all right, Sandslash can't really do much to me. I can just set up a Dragon Dance for free because he's probably gonna switch. So I thought that. So I wanted to click counter predicting Waterfall, but I thought he would want a Dragon Dance here. So I just went for the Earthquake. Here, I'll play it now. But I went for the Earthquake. I should have gone for Super Fang, because that would have done a little more. I have that on my moveset. I don't know why I didn't go for that. I was looking at damage calc. I didn't have my attack at -1, so I guess I thought Earthquake would do around the same. But he does just go for the Waterfall here. I thought he would go for the Dragon Dance, and I predicted that wrong. And I think he flinches me here. Okay, yeah, okay. That was another case with the DC. So, in the original battle, he did not flinch me. I attacked that turn, went for Earthquake. So, he just goes for Crunch here, so that now I can live and then go for my attack like I would have if I didn't get flinched. So that's what this play is. So pretty much just pretend that the flinch didn't happen. So Earthquake does like 20%-ish, so he's at like 55%. So he goes for Crunch, and he does knock me out. Now if I went for Super Fang, that would have actually been a lot better. I'll try to explain that. So yeah, I'll explain that in a moment. So I do bring in Patrick or the Fable, because I do have this thing to counter. So he just goes for Waterfall here. I'm thinking, okay, you don't have Iron Head, because you would have gone for it if you do have it. So you go for Waterfall. I'm thinking, okay, don't flinch. He gets a crit. Originally, he did not get a crit, so there will be some funny business going on in a second. So I go for Moonblast, and he lives with a sliver of health. Now, if I went for the Super Fang, he would have been at a little less health, and Moonblast would have killed. So that was poorly played on my part. So originally, he did not get the crit, and it was a damage roll, but I originally was able to live 2 Waterfalls. So he does just go for a Crunch here. because I was able to live the 2 waterfalls originally. So now I should still be alive this turn, so that's why he just crunches there instead of waterfalls. So I do Moonlight here. I do get up to about like 55% as he is almost dead. So here, you'll see, he goes for Dragon Dance. Now, at first I'm thinking, oh, lol, I've unaware. That's pointless. What you doing, lad? Now, he didn't know I've unaware yet. I don't think he had it proven. Yeah, no, because I wouldn't have taken Stealth Rocks damage because I had gotten rid of them before Clefable had the chance to get hit by the Stealth Rocks. So, I'm back at full health, and I can just move last here and knock it out. So he goes for the Waterfall, and you'll see that actually does a lot here. It does more than it originally did. Now, the first one was a crit, so you don't have the same perspective that you normally would. But a Waterfall does around 65% or 65 health. So I realized here, oh, let's play it. I don't know why I paused it there, but whatever. So I realized, oh wait, he has Mold Breaker, so that just ignores my unaware. So it actually does get the boost, and that does, affect the amount of damage it does. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Wow, damn, that Gyarados could have swept me, because unaware Clefable was my check to that. But okay, yeah, that was dumb by me. I should have really realized that. But whatever. So Gyarados is down. So I think it's 4-4 here, if I'm right. That's maybe it's 5. Yeah, 4-4. Yeah. So he goes for Ice Punch here. So okay, let me pause it again. Sorry with all these pauses. I'll pause it once he takes the damage here, because I don't want it to be on the left screen again. All right. So I see the Ice Punch damage. I think, oh, he's banded. All right. It was like a max roll with a band. So then, okay, I go for Moonblast, and it almost knocks him out. Not quite. So his special attack drop does not matter in the slightest. He goes for Poison Drop here. I'm thinking, lol, you're not banded. What? How did that do so much? And I realized, oh wait, Sheer Force is a thing. Oh, that's bad. So I do believe he could be a berry, so I'm able to live that Poison Jab. So he goes for Mach Punch here, and I am able to live that. He does just die to the Life Orb damage. I'm like, oh, his Life Orb with Sheer Force, and no, that Poison Jab wouldn't even get the poison. It wouldn't have the Poison Jab wouldn't have the chance to get the poison. Shit, but it did. Okay, cool. Poison Jab wouldn't have the chance to get poison. Ice Punch wouldn't have the chance to get the freeze, because he does have the sheer force. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's why I did more. Now, originally, Mach Punch did actually knock me out, and then he just died to the Life Orb either way. So Mach Punch did knock me out originally, so I just stay in and sack off. That's why I went for Heal Ball that turn instead of Moonlight or anything like that. I would have just gone for Moonblast. See, I just forgot Mach Punch was a thing in the live battle. Probably should have switched on that turn, but whatever. So he just brings in Mesprit, goes for Ice Beam, knocks me out. So Mesprit is at a little lower health than it was originally, or should be, or was supposed to be. So Mesprit was supposed to be at a higher health. Now, hold on. Sorry about all these pauses. Sorry about that. Now, that was actually a big turn there. So originally in the battle, I'm saying originally, I just have to because the DCs make things complicated. So the Mach Punch knocked me out, and he died to the Life Orb damage. So it was a double down. So we both had a chance to bring in Pokemon at the same time. So I thought, okay, I thought he would want to bring in his, what I thought was Scarf Jolteon. So we could just, Volt Switch, or if I bring in Thundurus, he could HP Ice. So I'm thinking, okay, I can bring in Mence. I have the Yachi. I can go for a Tailwind, and then click Outrage, and I think I can win from that point. So, but he actually brings in the Mesprit. I'm like, oh, okay. I think Outrage is a damage roll. Now with this little bit of poison damage, I think it's still a roll, but it's a little higher chance for me to kill. Dragon Claw or Draco Meteor cannot kill from this range. I could set up a Tailwind on the turn that he goes for Ice Beam, because I do have Yashi to take that. So I could do that, but I'm thinking, you know what, Glade beats this thing one-on-one. I know it does that, so I could actually go into Glade now before I play the battle here. If he did not take Life Orb damage that turn, I could have just won from this point. Now, if he didn't have Life Orb, or let's say he still got the boost from Life Orb, but he just didn't take the damage that turn, I could have just brought in Salamence, gone for Dragon Claw, killed Conkeldurr, got the Moxie boost, and then I could have killed anything on Steam with Dragon Claw. I could have lived an HP Ice from Jolteon, and Tailwinded, then Dragon Claw to death and won. But because he did take his Life Orb and Conkeldurr did die, Salamence couldn't get a Moxie boost from that, so that was unfortunate. So I do bring in Glade here, as I said I would. So Glade's specially defensive. He can't really touch me. I mean, Slash Shock would do a bit, but I can still Wish Stall him. Dazzling Gleam still wouldn't do that much. So he does just go for Ice Beam, doesn't do much. Alright, so he gets whittled down by the poison here. As I can just Wish Stall him here. Wish and Drain Punch, Protect, and Toxic, that's my set here. So yeah, another defensive Glade. The last time I brought it was a Fizz Def 1, a week 2 against Cypher. It worked out pretty well then. and it's doing okay this week. It manages to beat a Mesprit 1-1, so that's cool. So we do just Drain Punch here. That doesn't kill, and he does get off a little more damage with the Psychic, but it doesn't do much. And then he just dies to the poison. So then I do get up to like almost full health from the Wish as he dies to poison. So now I'm up 3-2. Yes, that sounds right. You guys can see it on the layout inside. I'm just trying to recall what I have in my memory. Now, originally, okay, yeah, I'll pause once he brings out the thing. So, Dog Show. Originally, he on that last turn he went for Ice Beam and froze me, and on that turn he died to poison. So then he brought in Superior after that Mesprit died. So I was the frozen Mega Glade. So he went for sub, and I stayed frozen that turn. So it was just a free sub in that original battle. So because I'm not frozen this time, we're gonna try to reenact it as best as we can. So we recreate the free sub by him subbing by Toxic. So then I do thaw the next turn, and I do Drain Punch to knock out his sub. Now he did not miss the Leaf Storm originally, so we're like, oh damn, lol. So we're thinking, okay, you'll just sub again, now Toxic, it's a free sub, same situation, we're all good. As long as you don't miss these next Leaf Storms. So, I do Toxic now, because that would be a free sub. So if he Leaf Storms, it does like 40%, I think, around there, sounds around right, yeah, yeah, somewhere around there, 40-45. So he does get the special attack boost, so the next one can knock me out. I do go for Drain Punch, get a little bit of health back from that sub that I break, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, he can still knock me out with another Leaf Storm as long as he hits it, which he actually does. You'll see in a second. So I'll just let this play out. Yeah. So originally, he was at a little higher health because he didn't have to go for another sub because he did hit his Leaf Storms. So now with the health he is at, I could U-turn and kill, but that's not how it happened in the original battle because he was a little higher health and U-turn wouldn't kill. A U-turn from Thunder's team. So, I went for HP Flying in the original battle because I had to do that to kill from the Rangers. It was at like 50% because it didn't have to sub at one time. So, HP Flying kills. So, I'm Scarfed, so I'm locked into that. So now, all he has left is Jolteon. Now, he probably thinks he can win. He probably thinks he can just HP Ice, kill Thundurus, and then kill Mence and win. Now, well, it's not going to Oakland Thundurus, but he can beat Thundurus 1-on-1 because I can't switch moves. And I can't really switch out because, I mean, Salamence could live 1, but it wouldn't outspeed, and it can't live 2 HP Ices, so I would lose then. So I need to just wait till Thundurus dies so I can bring in Salamence. Differential means nothing in this game. It's just do you win or do you lose. There's no meaning of differential. It won't impact the future at all. So it's just about winning. So I go for HP Flying. I just spam that till he kills me with HP Ice. Pretty much I'm just waiting to bring in Mence. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Okay, it brings me down. I live it. Cool. Stop Thundurus. You just keep on doing your thing, man. Everyone's just being powerful. They're showing their spirit. They're hidden power, man, I don't know. Whatever. We got these electric types, they're just battling it out now, going hard. Alright, so now I bring in my Salamence, that's the only thing I have left. So I have the Yashi, he doesn't know that. And by me outspeeding the Thundurus, I know he's not Scarfed. So he does go for the Yashi, I'm actually going to pause it, I don't know why. Yeah, so I know he's not Scarfed, I'm like, oh, okay, I thought he would be. Okay, so I guess it could have been Scarfed on Mence this whole time. Whatever. But I do have the Yachi. So he goes for HP Ice, and with my Yachi Berry, I can take that. Even if I didn't have my Yachi, based on that damage, I would have been able to live, but whatevs. I think it wasn't even max special attack. He told me I have to match his max HP and Assault Vest. So I just go for Outrage, knock that thing out, and that is the game. We do manage to beat Riz. Not Riz. Not Riz. We beat Derizzle. I confused him there. We beat Derizzle. AKA Tom, Derizzle, the Beast, the Man, whatever he is, man. Just check him out. Link to his channel will be in the description. That was a really good battle, man. That was insane. That went down to the last turn. It came down to me having a berry. I think if you were max special attack, it would do a little over half, or it would be like at the minimum 50% or something around there. So I mean, if you were max special attack, then if I didn't have my Yachi, it would kill. But that was a really good game. It came down to a Yachi berry at the end. That was insane, dude. That was really close. 2 seasons in a row, I have had an insanely close 1-0 victory in the first round of the playoffs. So that is awesome. I managed to win. The Baltimore Braviaries are moving on the playoffs. We're moving on to the next round. Let's go. We are moving on to the X-Conference Finals next round. It is the semifinals for the whole playoffs. This round was the quarterfinals for the whole playoffs. It was the semifinals for the conference. So that's cool. We won this week. We were 2-0 in the first round of the playoffs in our career as Braviaries. Awesomeness. So I'm 2-1 in the playoffs overall. So next week, I know who I'm playing. I played the winner of Riz and Jesse. Jesse is Water and Grass. He's a pretty big YouTuber. He came in to take Ips's spot because Ips left the community. He's still a cool guy, but he's just not that interested in YouTube anymore, I think. So we have Jesse coming in for the playoffs to take Ips's spot. So Riz is playing Jesse. I know who won the game, but apparently it was really, really close. So I'm not gonna spoil that for you. If you do want to see who I play in the playoffs next round, you can just go on the MPL hub. I think it'll be updated by this time now. By the time you see it, if not, you'll find out. Whatever. I'm playing someone. You'll see. So, again, Tom, thank you for... This is a really good match. Thank you for this match. This is awesome. He said this is the best of his life. I think this was one of the best of my life, too. I think it's one of... Possibly... I don't know. I'm thinking either this or the match against Anthony in the playoffs last season. I mean, the thing about match against Anthony last season was... It came down to a damage roll. Like, I didn't know who was going to win at the end. It was so intense. Like, it came down to hacks. I mean, I don't like how it came down to hacks, but, like... I don't know who's going to win. It's out of my control at that point. It's just, like, not knowing. Like, in this game, I knew I had the Yachi. I knew I would live. I knew I could win. So it wasn't, like, as stressful or as tense at the end. So I think that's why the game against Anthony was a little better. Just, it was more intense, really. This was still a very, very close game, Tom. This was awesome. So thank you, Tom, for his awesome match. Thank you, Dench, for recording this, you sexy beautiful. Get it? Like, he's beautiful. Yeah, fucking, that's awesome. He's in the playoffs, so if I get to the Pokeball, I could potentially play him. That would be cool. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was an amazing playoff match. I've said it like a bunch of times. This was a really close game. I think like all the playoff matches this week are going to be really close. I'm really excited to watch them all. So thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to click the like button, show your support, subscribe to me, subscribe to Tom, subscribe to the MPL channel, subscribe to everyone in the MPL because they're all awesome, cool people. Make sure to leave a comment about how awesome this playoff match was. I know it was close. I thought Settlements would be able to pick up some more kills. I think I could have played some things differently and gotten a big differential and gotten Settlements more kills. But whatevs, it was still a really good game. My dog is slamming at the door. I don't know. Can you guys hear in the background? No, I'm blocking her. But yeah, thank you guys for this awesomeness. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dench. Thanks to everyone. I will see you guys next week against the person that you guys don't know yet, but I know. See you guys then.